I put together this quick homemade video to teach a little bit about using the phone calling system for Tea Party Patriots Citizens Fund. On each phone call, the real point is just to get one question answered, and that's basically, are you voting for Chris McDaniel on June 3rd? There's a little bit more of a script, but it's very simple. Chris McDaniel is the candidate for U.S. Senate that Tea Party Patriots Citizens Fund has endorsed for the primary, which is coming up on June 3rd. There are about 5 different kinds of pickups that you're going to get on the other end. 1 is a live person who's friendly. Those are great. 2, a live person who's grumpy, and they might ask to be removed from the list. That's okay. We love those people too. 3rd is an answering machine, and there's a simple script for you to leave a message. 4th is no answer or a fax machine screeches at you. And the 5th is that the line is disconnected. For any of those 5, there's a button that you push that lets us know what happened. To connect, the first thing you're going to need to do is go to the website citizensfund.com. Again, that's citizensfund.com. Once you get to the website, you'll see this banner in the middle that says Light Up the Lines for Liberty, and you'll click on that. That'll take you to the registration page where you'll put in your name, email address, phone number, zip code, and be sure to check the box that says I accept the terms and conditions, and then click on register. Next, you're going to see a website with a whole bunch of stuff on it that you can ignore. The only thing you're interested in is this little green button here that says click to start. So find that and click it. And then you've got one more website filled with things that you can ignore. The only thing you're interested in is this little green button that says start calling. So find that green button and click start calling. Now we have arrived at the screen where we are just about ready to start talking to people. At some point during the process, you may get a little pop-up question that says, is it okay to share my location information? You're not sharing that with the public, you're just sharing it with our system. It helps the system work a little bit better. But your information is kept private. It's never given away or sold. So please click yes or OK or whatever your browser is asking to approve letting that happen. There are 3 buttons now that you can click. There's intro script, leave a message script, and next person for call. It's a good idea to go ahead and familiarize yourself with the intro script. And there are some points in the script where you will have to make a decision as to what to say next based on the conversation that you're having with the person. But let's start at the top of the script here. So I would say, hi, my name is Lee. I'm a volunteer making calls about the upcoming election. At this point, I would close the script and read the survey question. So I'm going to click close down here on the bottom. And there'll be a survey question here that you'll see on the screen. I'll show you that in just a minute. But essentially it says, in the upcoming election for Senate, are you supporting Chris McDaniel, someone else, or are you undecided? And they'll give you an answer, and you'll put a little check mark in the box beside whatever their answer is, and then you go back to the intro script. So you have to click on intro script again. And then you've got some choices to make. If they said Chris McDaniel, you're going to read this section. If they said they're voting for someone else other than Chris McDaniel, you're going to read this section. If they said they are undecided, then you're going to read this section where it says if undecided. You'll read this. So you see we've got 3 different choices of what script to read depending on the answer they give. So if they said, yes, I'm voting for Chris McDaniel, then you will start here and say, thank you. The election is Tuesday, June 3rd. Please remind your friends and ask them to vote for McDaniel as well. Thanks, have a great day. This call was paid for by Tea Party Patriots Citizens Fund, not authorized by any candidate or candidates committee, Tea Party Patriots Citizens Fund.com. At that point, you'll end the call. Some people want to chat a little bit. That's fine if they do. If they said they're not supporting Chris McDaniel, they're supporting somebody else, then you're just going to read this little section right here where it says if other. At that point, you're going to say, thank you for your time. Have a great day. This call was paid for by Tea Party Patriots Citizens Fund, not authorized by any candidate or candidates committee, Tea Party Patriots Citizens Fund.com. and then you will end the call. If they said they are undecided, you're going to say, please consider voting for Chris McDaniel. He'll be a much-needed conservative addition to the Senate and is firmly committed to repealing Obamacare. I encourage you to vote for Chris McDaniel on June 3rd. Thank you. Have a great day. If you want more information, please go to TeaPartyPatriotsCitizensFund.com and click on Endorsed Candidates. This call was paid for by Tea Party Patriots Citizens Fund, not authorized by any candidate or candidates committee. TeaPartyPatriotsCitizensFund.com. That last little legal disclaimer is a little bit of a mouthful, but we've got to say it. We have to say it to dot the I's and cross the T's. You know how the laws and regulations are. So those are the three different sections of the script for talking to a live person. The message, if you get an answering machine, is a little bit less complicated. On this one you just say, hi, my name is Lee. I'm a volunteer making calls about the upcoming election. In the race for U.S. Senate, please consider voting for Chris McDaniel. He'll be a much-needed conservative addition to the Senate and is firmly committed to repealing Obamacare. I encourage you to vote for Chris McDaniel on June 3rd. Thank you. Have a great day. This call was paid for by Tea Party Patriots Citizens Fund, not authorized by any candidate or candidates committee. TeaPartyPatriotsCitizensFund.com. And then you'll hang up the phone. After that, you'll click Close here. Alright, so now that you've familiarized yourself with the two scripts, you're ready to start making calls. For that, you're going to click on this button that says Next Person for Call. After you click Next Person for Call, then you're going to see the screen change to this. It's going to show the contact information of the person that the system is going to connect you to. And you have two different ways that you can make the call. One is you can just pick up your phone and dial the phone number yourself. That's direct call. Or you can choose click to call, which is a lot simpler, and it allows the system to manage the caller ID and all that stuff. So click to call, you don't have to have a microphone or a headset on your computer. It's done through your phone. When you click it, you're going to type in your phone number and then be ready for your phone to ring, because the system is going to call you. So when you click to call, this window will pop up, and then you will type in your phone number and you click OK. And when you click OK, be ready for your phone to ring, because it's going to make the call. I'm closing out of that for just a moment here so I can show you some more stuff. So your phone will ring, you answer the phone, and you have to do this every time for each call. You hang up and then you do the click to call again. You don't have to re-enter your phone number each time. It remembers it each time, but it will call you again for each connection. And when you pick up, you'll hear a little bit of a strange message. It tells a long number, something like a client from 16 billion is calling. Just listen to that. It takes about 5 seconds, and then the next thing you'll hear is the ringing sound from the other end, and you'll either get a person who answers, or you'll get a disconnected message, or you'll get the fax that picks up, or it'll go to an answering machine. So those are the different options that you may run into. So let's say we get a live person who answers. We go to the intro script. We read the, hi, my name is, I'm a volunteer making calls about the upcoming election. And then at that point we close and we say, in the race for U.S. Senate, do you plan to vote for Chris McDaniel, other candidate, or are you undecided? And they will answer one of the above. If they say Chris McDaniel or other candidate or undecided, you go back to the script and you find the appropriate section. Here's the section that says if Chris McDaniel. Here's the section that you read if other. And then you scroll down for the undecided section. So you'll read those and then you close the script and then you finish the call with them and hang up. After you hang up, now you've got to click something to let us know what happened on the call. So if you got a live person and you read the script and they answered the poll question, you want to mark the answer that they gave you. So either mark Chris McDaniel, mark other candidate, or mark undecided. After you've marked their answer, you can click end call. If you got an answering machine and you left a message, you'll click left message. If it was a disconnected number that we need to remove from our system, or if it was a person who does not want to be called again, click don't call. Sometimes you can interpret that if they slam down the phone on you, or if they cuss you out. I interpret that as a don't call. And then I smile and move on to the next call. And if there was no one there, it just rang and rang, no one ever picked up, or it did pick up but it was a fax machine squealing at you so you could not leave a message, you'll click not there, no answer. So those are your 4 options. You either got an answer to the poll question, in which case you mark the answer and click end call. You left a message, you want to mark do not call, or not there, no answer. After you've done that, you're ready to move on to the next call. Sometimes the people that you're calling are going to have questions that you just do not know how to answer. That's okay. When they do, ask them to send an email to click@citizensfund.com. Again, have them email their question to click@citizensfund.com and tell them that someone from our team will respond to their email during normal business hours and help them get their question solved. Thank you for volunteering. We are very grateful for your help. Whether you make 1 call or 500 calls or somewhere in between, it is making a difference. It is a huge help, and we are extremely grateful. Thank you.